Where do you feel the QB competition is right now, and has anybody done even one or two things to say, okay, they've kind of taken a little step up?
Well, we've been intentional just in breaking up the reps, so everybody's right in the thick of it, and obviously the scrimmages are a huge evaluation tool for the entire staff. You know, Coach Allen, Coach DeBoer, myself, and all the other guys. So they're all competing, they're all still getting reps, and every day is important. You know, every rep matters, and that's been emphasized to the guys. So as far as guys, you know, taking a step forward or backwards, those types of things, they're all doing some good things, and we're trying to build on that every day.
How would you evaluate the scrimmage the other day?
For the most part, I think from the quarterback perspective, we were pleased. Just as far as the ball security, we didn't have any turnovers. That's obviously a huge point of emphasis for us. We were able to convert and score some touchdowns. We were a little sloppy on some third down things, need to be better. So when you have 137 plays or however many plays we had, there's always going to be good and bad. But when you look at really what's winning football look like, taking care of the football, that was important to us, and they did a good job.
Has Brandon had to shake off a little rust, and is he doing that? Have you seen some of that a little bit?
You know, I think that'd probably be a better question for him as far as how he has felt. Certainly it has been a little bit of a period of time between the last time he took a snap and in a game and in practice. So he's just like all the other guys. He's focused on improving every day. You know, every rep, whether you knew it going in or not, it's a new rep against guys that are moving very quickly and all over the place. So he's just like everybody else. He's trying to get better one day at a time. But that'd be probably a little bit better question for him as far as how he's felt, you know, day one to where we are now.
I guess the flip side to that is that how's a guy like Michael been able to hold his own when he's got two pretty experienced guys next to him?
He's done a great job for a true freshman. We're certainly pleased with where Mike's at, and he's competing. And, you know, similar, even though he was here for a spring practice, you know, just the grind of camp. You're practicing every day with a few days off, getting accustomed to that, taking care of your body, those types of things. That's a new experience for Mike, but he comes with a good attitude. All three of the guys that are battling have been just a true joy to coach, and we're excited about that.
You mentioned 137 plays, but did everybody get 40 or so plays, or how did that play out?
Yeah, we tried to split it up evenly, and we really focused more so on making sure they got the same number of opportunities with each group. And really it was up to them at that point. You know, if you had a longer drive, maybe you got a few extra snaps. But we wanted to make sure each guy had an opportunity to run with the ones. Obviously the offensive line, you know, being a strength for us, they get a different experience out there, and then with some young guys that are battling. So that was really more so the focus, is that they got a chance to rotate with all the groups as opposed to a play count, you know. So Coach Allen had the scrimmage set up, which was great. There was a lot of move the ball situations where you really were just putting the ball down and playing. And so it was really up to them when they got out there on how long or short the drives were. So,
who did you like the most of the scrimmage of the three quarterbacks?
Well, I'll keep that between the staff and us, you know. But that's fair question. Yeah, I hear you. But we'll keep that between the staff.
How much progress
Who did you like the least?
Oh, I'm not answering that. No,
Us, basically.
No.
Who was in the middle?
You guys are good.
I was to say, how much progress has Michael made since April or March when he was playing?
You know, I think even from his first day of spring practice, we've really been pleased just with his composure, with his poise. The game doesn't seem to be too fast for him for a true freshman, which is often the case. You know, I credit his high school coaches. I credit the guys in the Tampa area that have trained him over the years. They've done an outstanding job. And I credit his folks for raising a real fine young man. So we've been pleased with him, and he's got to continue to get better, just like the rest of the guys in the room.
What's Peyton maybe drawn from last season? I mean, you watched him go through all this a year ago, then you watched him obviously go through a few starts last year. It's different.
Well, Peyton's a competitor by nature, so being in a competition is nothing new for him. And then certainly having Big Ten playing experience, you can't simulate that in a practice setting. You can't get 100,000 people out there screaming and hollering at you. So I know for him, I'm sure that has calmed things down for him, made him just more aware, better, and that's for every player. The more you play, the better you're going to be.
You talk about Michael's composure. I think his last 2 years in high school, he had like 61 touchdowns and 6 picks. Mm-hmm. It was a heck of a ratio.
Yeah.
Does he show that kind of judgment, in terms of ball security and
so.
decision making?
Yeah, I think all the guys, for the most part, have done a relatively good job taking care of the football. My opinion is the best predictor for future performance is past performance. And when you're talking about decision making with the quarterback, some of those things are instinctual. You're trying your best to educate, coach, teach, simulate some of the reads and movements that occur. But, you know, I do believe in any sport, whether you're talking about a point guard making a decision on a backdoor pass or not, right? Those things are somewhat instinctual, and all those guys, having played a lot of football, have done a nice job. Certainly Mike's no different.
What's one thing each of the three quarterbacks has improved on that you really pointed to and said, okay, he's better at this?
Well, I think for the two newer guys, just their overall understanding of the offense, their ability to operate down in and down out, you know, that has been an improvement. And then, you know I mentioned this in the springtime for Peyton, but his health, his physical development, he's bigger, stronger, faster, healthier than he was in the fall, and I think that has served him well.
Do you expect a decision game week or?
I know you guys.
Week?
Yeah, I know you guys asked Coach Allen that yesterday. Obviously, I echo what he said. You know, and so obviously those decisions are made from the top down, and collectively as a staff, you know, with Coach Isley, we'll make those decisions.